can use daily for long-lasting rhomboid muscle pain relief. This one is called the lift off, and all you're going to need is a wall. Start off by putting your legs and feet together and space them slightly out in front of you, just to the point where you can lean your whole backside flush against that wall from your head down towards your tailbone. You're then going to bend your elbows at 90 degrees, tuck them towards your side, and then slowly press your elbows into the wall. Now, using your arm and upper back strength, press into it as much as you can to the point where you feel your body lifting off that wall, but really try to focus on driving through your shoulder blades to activate the rhomboid muscles. We're going to hold this comfortably for 3 to 5 seconds, relax, take a breather, and then repeat this 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like you have a little bit more energy, always challenge yourself by throwing in another set or two. To make this one a little bit harder, just space your feet a little bit further out in front of you. The more they're out in front of you, the harder this will be. But for most people, this will not be that challenging. So to get a really next level activation of these muscles, let's do what are called scapular push-ups. For the scapular push-up, we're going to start on a floor. And just as a quick note for this one, in the video, notice how I focus on moving through my shoulder blades as much as possible. So let's start off by supporting our upper body weight on our forearms, just like this. Mine are roughly in a V, and I put my hands together. From there, I'm going to place all of my lower body weight on my knees, and I'm going to keep my back as straight as possible and just raise my hips upwards so my body is in a nice straight line. Now, moving through our shoulder blades, what we're going to do is press our upper back and spine towards the ceiling as much as we can. You're going to feel a deep activation in between the shoulder blades targeting the rhomboids. We're going to hold this comfortably for 3 to 5 seconds, and then we're going to release it by moving through our shoulder blades and lowering our chest towards the floor. Hits the muscles a little bit differently. Again, 3 to 5 second hold, and then as a fluid movement, we're just going to go up and down 5 to 10 times, and with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like you have a little bit more energy, always challenge yourself by throwing in another set or two. So here's another really good strengthening exercise that you can use every single day. For this one, we just need a smooth wall. So you're going to start off getting as close to the wall as possible. I just like to put my chest right up against it. What we're going to do from here is put our palms on the wall and just slide them upward towards the ceiling as much as we can, and then shrug our shoulders up a little bit to fire the muscles in the upper back. When we can't go any further, what we're going to do is slowly lift our hands away from the wall as much as we can while keeping our chest on the wall. Build into this one because you're going to feel a great activation of the muscles across the upper back. We want to hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds, release it by putting our hands back on the wall. On the next repetition though, slide your hands down slightly and then repeat. You're going to notice it hits the muscles a little bit differently. So kind of like doing an arc, we're going to go through as many different positions as possible till we're right off to our side, and then we're going to go down. When you do this though, you're probably going to find that one certain spot, like right here for me, just targets that tightness in between the shoulder blades the most. At that point, I keep repeating this over and over again until it feels like I got a really good workout, or until everything is nice and loose. To take this one to the next level, we can throw some more movements in there to hopefully get some better results. So the first one that I like to do is called the snow angel. Let's start right up towards the top. What I'm going to do is lift my hands off as much as I can, and then just imagine myself on the ground doing a snow angel. So when I do this, I really just try to press my hands backward as much as I can and do that movement down and up just like this for about 5 to 10 times. But if it feels like you have a little bit more energy, you can always challenge yourself by throwing more repetitions in. Another movement is what I like to call the field goal angel. So let's have our elbows bent roughly at 90 degrees. We're going to wing our elbows backward as much as we can, kind of like pinching our shoulder blades. We're going to reach upward towards the sky, shrug up a little bit more, hold that for a second or two, and then slowly bring our elbows towards our side. Again, doing this about 5 to 10 times. But go through all of these movements and focus on the ones that are working the most for you. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.